Hey guys, this is Shay2800 here. I know this is a little bit normal than from my other videos, but but apparently somebody has leaked the pictures, apparently the prototype, so things might be changing, of the new Hero Factory sets coming either late winter or in early January. Now I looked at these. In fact, I have some of them right now. I do not own them, as it says in the description. How do I like them? I think my views are mixed on them. They have some good components, and then some bad components. But then again, the last Hero Factory wave did the same thing. For example, next, I did not like the orange chest. Strainer was a little too short for me. Speeder Demon, while I liked him, I'm not sure if lime green was the best color for a villain. And Voltix, as we all know, is hideous. So I'm just gonna go through each of the new sets, telling them my opinions. You might disagree, so no negative comments, please. Alright, let's begin. So naturally, we'll start with one of the more famous heroes, Bruno, this time as an XL. I don't know why, for some reason they decided to put him in a bag rather than a box, but then again, the images I saw were just prototypes, so anything can change, like I said before. But the set itself is great looking. I like the color, the sword and shield are cool, and capes just plain awesome. My only problem with this set, it just doesn't look Inferno-esque. I mean, there's hardly any red, and the helmet is just one of the few things that actually tells us it's Inferno. If you're wondering what the little thing on its head is, I don't know. I hear something in the storyline has to do with something with spine slug, with these slugs that the villains have. So I don't know if the heroes have them either. But that, if you look at the remaining heroes, it just doesn't look that appealing. So Inferno XL looks like a great set, and I'll definitely buy it. But I don't think it's just the best incarnation of Inferno. Now, I'm not sure if these are the anti-Hero Factory I've been hearing. I assume so, because basically there's 4 heroes and 4 villains, and each one's the colors are similar. So I assume yes. Although I think Villain Factory sounds a lot better than anti-Hero Factory, in my opinion. In fact, I think I had that idea before they did. But who knows? I don't live in Denmark. Anyway, I think Pyrox is one of the best characters in this series. He looks all demonic and creepy, which is kind of my style. He has a good weapon. The spine slug or whatever looks pretty cool on him. So yeah, he's actually quite good. Nothing negative to say about him. Yeah, remember what I said about the things on the heroes' heads that not being cool? Very good looking? Yeah, that kind of goes with Rocka. Although the new thing for heroes seems to be this claw-like thing going up the course. Although I like that, Rocka's probably my least favorite hero in this series. For one thing, his weapons just don't look nothing special about them. The shield just looks too plain besides the blades. I think the shield should have at least an H engraved in it for a hero. So, Rocka, I'm sorry, but this just doesn't live up to your last one, which was pretty cool. Yes, Skyrox is a freak of nature, but he's a pretty cool freak of nature. Unlike the hero who I think he's against, Rocka, he's actually pretty cool with the forearms and with the blades and the creepy head, gold and black. It just all works out. He may be somewhat odd looking, but I think it works pretty well at the end. Plus, the spine slug, it goes pretty well. In my opinion, this is as feminine that Breeze has gotten in the last few years. 2.0, the headgear just didn't look feminine. Breakout, she was taller than half of the male heroes. Plus, the big shoulder pads just made her look more masculine. Here, even though it has one shoulder pad, she actually looks a bit more feminine. Plus, it looks like she's one of the smaller heroes, although I can't be certain. However, I'm not sure if I like her head being white with the green thing, and with the green thing, it just looks kind of odd. The weapon is somewhat cool, although I'm not sure if the saw blade is exactly feminine. I would say I'm in between. I have mixed feelings for her. Ogrum, I'm also mixed about. Although I do like the color scheme, and I do like the head and the slug. But it looks somewhat unfinished with the hands. For example, the one doesn't have claws at all. No one that has claws. I think it's supposed to be vines. I think it's a good idea, but I'm not sure if it exactly looks good. And the weapon, the chainmail, the way it's attached to the hand, I'm just not fully sure about. He's still a cool-looking villain, though. You know, for a guy called Bulk, this version of Bulk just doesn't look bulky. Then again, neither was he in his Savage platform when he was a wolf, which beat him with the speed of a wolf and his strength are quite opposite of each other. But this Bulk just looks a bit thin and lanky to me. Although the drill does help that a little, but he's also got this similar shield to Rocka's, and that's just a bit too plain for me. That with the thing on its head, basically, I think the Hero Factory was able to make the spine slugs, or whatever they are, work well for the villains. It just doesn't seem to work that well for the heroes. Now, if you look closely, they kind of are the heroes' heads, just slightly altered. I think the whatever brain-like things, whatever they are, should at least fit. Bruiser's name definitely matches how he looks. He looks like some kind of rock golem that's partially on fire. He's actually pretty cool, although I don't exactly like that his one arm shorter than the other. But then again, it might just be the angle that he's at. You know, perspective. But yeah, he's pretty cool. A bunch of spikes, club-like arm. All the villains seem to work, just not the heroes. It seems like as much. Not counting Inferno, he's pretty good. So that's all my opinions on the new sets. The Hero Factory have gotten better in some areas, and not so well in other areas. I mean, last year they had some trouble with some color schemes. It seems like with Speed of Demon being lime green and Voltix just being a mess. But most of the sets from the last wave seem to work out pretty well. This one, half of it's good, half of it's not. Let's just hope they kind of fix it up in the summer 2013 sets. And then again, these images are just prototypes, so we'll just have to see and hope. Well, this is Shade 2800, so I'll see you later.